Hi there my friends, it's Asia Marke here, Lemon Creation. Today I have a project for Paper Rose Studio and a lot of mistakes and ways to fix them, so stay tuned. As I mentioned, this is my designer project for Paper Rose Studio, Australian-based company which has beautiful stamps, stencils and die cuts or dies. And I'm gonna be using for now 2 Lindy's skunk sprays. For the full list of products, please have a look at the description box below this video. So I'm adding a little bit of water and then I'm gonna spray the sprays. And you know, when you're spraying the sprays, it's always a kind of like, you know, you don't know what you're gonna get. All depends on how the sprays are coming out of the bottle. And in case of this yellow orangey one, you know, the sprayer is, I think, a little bit clogged and it just kind of leaves the like a half circles on the page. And that you can always fix it, you know, with a little bit of water, moving the page while drying, you know, small things like that if you are not happy with, you know, with how the colors go. And of course you can also dab it with the tissue. I always have tissue at hand because like that I can dab the excess of either paint or water. Like that also I'm avoiding the warping because I don't know if you know, but for those of you who watch me regularly, you know I'm not actually using a gesso. It's very rarely when I use a gesso because I think it dulls the colors. I kind of don't have time also. I have to tell you honestly, I don't have time and I'm doing my projects quite quickly. And honestly, I lately don't do too much like, you know, very complicated projects because simply I don't have time with my tiny business and my family and you know, also the whole social media. It's very hard to find a little bit of time, you know, to just create basically. So I added black because, you know, cannot live without black, and I think black is always a good idea to get a little bit of contrast to the page. And that was a blazing black, also a spray from Lindy Skunk. And once again I'm drying, and while drying I'm dabbing with my tissue. It's just a normal tissue. Sometimes I use how do you call it, kitchen towels, but usually it's a tissue. And this is beautiful stencil from Paper Rose, and I love everything which has circles. For this stencil I'm using for the very first time my mint tape from scrapbook.com, and I find it super cool, and I'm gonna leave you a link in the description box below. I also use crackle paste from Stamperia and Black Knight powder, infusion powder from Paper Artsy. And I'm gonna be mixing the black powder with the crackle paste, and that's, I think, the first time also I'm using this particular crackle paste, so I was not sure if I'm gonna get the crackles. So bear with me, you're gonna see if they are there or not. And coming back to the mint tape, it's a really nice kind of a washi tape which is repositionable many times, and I really love it. I'm gonna give you a link to the tape in the description. I'm using affiliate links, which means that if you click on the link, even if you buy some other product but you go through my link, I'm gonna get a small commission at no cost for you. It's a really tiny commission, but you know, it always helps me a little. So I added a little bit of chalk acrylic little black dress because when I mixed the Black Knight infusion with the paste, I didn't like the color. It was kind of greenish, and so I wanted a color which is more black, and that's why I add a little bit of the acrylic. So this is the first mistake here. You know, you can always add, if you don't like the color when you're mixing the paste with some other color, you know, you can always add other, and just, you know, go and add as long as the paste is not too watery, and as long as, you know, you are not happy with the color. So that's what you can do. And I'm not sure if the texture paste is it got a little bit more liquid with the colors I added, or it's just like that because, as I said, I'm using it for the first time. But it actually ran through the stencil, and the stencil is very good quality. But look, I'm showing you here that there are like 3 or 4 stains, you know, when the paste runs through the stencil. Stencil is thick, so it's not the fault of the stencil, it's the fault of either my application or the fact that it's just not, you know, I shouldn't maybe mix them together, the crackle paste with the colors. And this is beautiful libellule. It's in French, dragonfly. Yes, dragonfly, I think. In English, it's a die from also Paper Rose Studio, and I'm running it through my very, very old Cuttlebug. And once again I'm using the mint tape, and I'm running it on the paper which I already colorized at some point. From the shine of it, I know it's been done with Lindy's sprays or Magicals, I'm not sure. And now I'm gonna also colorize the piece of cheesecloth with Blazing Black. So basically I put it in my very, very small but very useful box, you know, like that. I don't have splatter on my desk, and just leave it to dry. And now another mistake. Well, my dragonfly is not visible. The colors I used, I don't like them. So I'm trying, you know, as you can see, I'm trying to put it on the page, and I don't see it. The page is not coming as well as I would like. Now time to just tear the piece of the cheesecloth, so it looks better and it looks like, you know, kind of funky and grungy. That's always a good idea, to tear the cheesecloth. And I am gluing it with just one tiny drop of Deluxe adhesive, and here we go. These are my other dragonflies. I actually ran them, or yes, I put the dye on the paper I prepared before with, if I'm not mistaken, wilted violet and mustard seed, distress oxides. So, you know, mixing the violet with the yellow gave me a little bit of brownish color. I really like it. And now I find it's looking much better than, you know, just the blue version, because there is a little bit of yellow, and the yellow is actually showing a little bit more, and like that it has more also. Already the fact that I use 2 of them, it has more layers, so it's more visible, and also 2 different colors, it's giving it a little more visibility. But this page is all about the mistakes, and here it is. You know, I didn't use the cheesecloth just because, you know, I fancy. I actually, after removing the stencil and seeing that, you know, despite the nice crackers I got this seepage, I was thinking, how can I fix it? And I knew that just by placing dragonfly, this is not gonna work, because there is too many places when, you know, there is this seepage and it doesn't look neat and nice. That's why the idea came to me that, you know, I use a tiny bit of cheesecloth for one of the seepage. I have 2 left, as I just show you right now. So here it comes, the uplifting type from also Paper Rose. And as you can see, I'm trying to put it really nicely. For once, I don't have any, you know, problems with the placement of the sentiment. I'm just putting it really nicely on the on the seepage, you know, on the main area. The third line couldn't really go there on the small seepage on the right hand side, and just I left it like that. So, you know, this is the idea. You make your pages, you make mistakes. Think ahead, and think, maybe not ahead, but think how you can fix them. And in mixed media is so forgiving, and you can fix a lot of things. So I hope this gave you some ideas. I still love this page. I really love Paper Rose products. Check their shop. I'm gonna give you the description in the link below. Thank you so much for subscribing and for hitting the notification button. And yes, if you want to check my shop, I'm gonna also give you a link. I have some new products there. I wish you all a beautiful day, beautiful holidays if you are on holidays, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.